Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more details videos. Counting on alum Jason Duggar remains silent on social media following his wedding with Maddie Grace. The two tied the knot in a fall-themed mountain wedding in Tennessee. Members of the Duggar family have already uploaded clips and pictures from the ceremony. One of them is Jill, who took the opportunity to go on a vacation in Tennessee after attending Jason's wedding. But what caught the attention of many was a clip she shared showing the family going full gangster. Keep reading to see what happened. Counting on Jill Duggar shocks fans after sharing menu at Jason's wedding. Jill recently took to social media to share clips from the wedding ceremony of Jason and Maddie Grace. The Counting on alum revealed that Italian dishes were served at the reception, but many were surprised by how bland and plain the foods were. Several Redditors even think it was the most boring plate they've seen from a Duggar wedding. Even the food was boring and beige. Oh, I love that they were still able to honor Josh even though he couldn't make it to the wedding by serving prison food. How does the cheesecake and pan Alfredo look the same like ew? The Duggars go full gangster at Jason's wedding. Aside from the food that was served, Jill also took to Instagram to share another clip of the Duggar family partying with the newlyweds. But many Counting on fans on Reddit were in disbelief after the rap song Prank That by Soulja Boy was played at the ceremony. Derek even danced to it, and he somehow nailed some of its iconic steps. This made the poster curious about how Jim, Bob, and Michelle reacted to the song choice. Did anyone have Superman that A** being played at a Duggar wedding on their 2024 bingo card? And what do we think Jim, Bob, and Michelle were doing this? I wish I was a fly on the wall. And Derek was dancing to it. The only one I think. No one else knew it. Never in a million years did I think we'd ever see this. I wonder if it was the censored Superman that old version I've heard at kids' parties. I'm more shook that Jill thought what she wore was acceptable. It's fine for a rehearsal dinner, but I thought she dressed up for the night of. It's classic double standards for the younger siblings, right? Counting on Maddie Grace's continues to stay mysterious. Many fans are still curious about Maddie Grace's background. Jason announced their courtship and engagement without telling who she was. Maddie Grace also wiped out her social media page and put it in private. However, she recently had an interview in which she shared stories about how she and Jason met. According to Maddie Grace, their relationship happened accidentally. Jason happened to see her profile when he was checking notifications online. She then added that Jason thought she was cute, and they started talking. The Counting on alum also revealed that his decision to court Maddie Grace was also to prove to Jana that it's not too late for her to enter a relationship. Counting on, the popular reality TV show that followed the Duggar family after the success of 19 Kids and Counting, has always been a subject of intense scrutiny and interest. The Duggars, known for their conservative values and strict adherence to a particular lifestyle, have presented themselves as a tightly knit family with strong moral beliefs. But what would happen if, hypothetically, the Duggars took an unexpected turn at a family event, like Jason Duggar's wedding, and displayed behavior reminiscent of a gangster film? Imagine a scenario where the Duggars, rather than conducting a wholesome, faith-filled ceremony, suddenly transformed into a full-fledged, mobster-like family unit at Jason's big day. Scene setting: the wedding day. It's a sunny day in the Arkansas countryside. The church is adorned with delicate white flowers, and soft instrumental hymns play in the background. Family and friends gather, exchanging warm smiles and hushed conversations. The Duggar clan, all dressed modestly, greet the guests with their signature smiles. But something feels different today. Maybe it's the way Jim Bob Duggar, the patriarch, has an unusually stern look, or how the Duggar boys are huddled together, whispering with serious expressions. Jason Duggar, the groom, stands at the altar, waiting for his bride. The atmosphere is heavy with expectation, not just the usual anticipation of a wedding, but something almost tangible, like the calm before a storm. A sudden shift. As the ceremony proceeds, Jim Bob Duggar makes his way to the podium. Normally, this would be the moment for a heartfelt speech filled with anecdotes about Jason's childhood and blessings for the new couple. But today, Jim Bob has something different in mind. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for joining us today. He begins, his voice deeper and more commanding than usual. You know, in this family, we've always valued loyalty, respect, and the importance of standing together. Today isn't just about Jason's marriage, it's about solidifying alliances. A murmur ripples through the crowd. Jim Bob's eyes narrow as he surveys the room. Suddenly, the Duggar brothers, John David, Joseph, and Josiah, rise from their seats and stand beside their father. They aren't smiling. Each of them has a look of determination, as if they're ready to handle any situation that might arise. We've had some challenges over the years, Jim Bob continues, his voice laced with a hard edge. But this family stands strong. We protect our own. And anyone who thinks they can come against us, well, they'd better think twice. The Duggars' transformation. The transformation is startling. The Duggars, known for their reserved nature, suddenly exude an air of authority and control. The men are no longer just dutiful sons and brothers, they're enforcers. The women, typically seen as the gentle, supportive counterparts, exchange glances that suggest they're just as capable of defending the family's honor. Jason, at the altar, straightens his posture. He's no longer the shy, soft-spoken brother. He nods subtly at his father's words, as if he's fully aware of the power play unfolding before the bewildered guests. Even the bride, normally expected to embody purity and modesty, seems to shift her demeanor. She stands taller, her gaze sharp and calculating, as if she's been inducted into a world where love is intertwined with strategy, where every move is calculated and alliances are cemented with more than just vows. A new kind of family order. As Jim Bob steps down from the podium, the room holds its breath. The Duggars have made it clear. This wedding isn't just a celebration of love, but a declaration of strength. Anyone who had doubts about the family's cohesion or resilience is now reconsidering. The rest of the wedding proceeds, but there's an underlying tension. Conversations are guarded, and everyone is careful with their words. The Duggar boys are always nearby, watching, assessing. There's no outward hostility, but the message is clear: cross the Duggars, and you'll regret it. The reception is a subdued affair. The Duggars, seated at the head table, look like royalty presiding over their court. The men's expressions are serious, their eyes scanning the room for any sign of disrespect. The women engage in polite conversation, but there's a sharpness to their smiles that suggests they're far from naive. A new chapter. As the night comes to an end, Jason and his new bride share their first dance. There's no tenderness in their movements, no whispered words of love. Instead, there's an intensity, as if they're sealing a pact, one that goes beyond the typical wedding vows. The guests leave, murmuring amongst themselves. This wasn't the wedding they expected. It was something else entirely, something that feels like the beginning of a new chapter for the Duggars, one where they're no longer just a reality TV family, but a powerful unit that demands respect. In this hypothetical narrative, the Duggars have transformed from a conservative family under public scrutiny into a force to be reckoned with, taking on a role that's more reminiscent of a mob family than a reality TV dynasty. The contrast between their public persona and this imagined persona is stark, making for a dramatic reimagining of their lives. Of course, this scenario is purely fictional, a playful exaggeration of a wedding gone gangster in a world far removed from the Duggars' actual lifestyle. But it's intriguing to imagine what it would look like if the family known for their steadfast values suddenly took a darker, more assertive turn, claiming their place not just as reality TV stars, but as a family you'd never want to cross. If you are looking for more Duggar family news, come back to TV Shows Ace for all your updates.